Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To the air. It's Stockton. Makes the grab. It's Branch. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone.
And the seam on the left. What a play to get it inside the red zone. They are set up at the 17. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Irish generating heat from the linebacker position. A Mike Stonebreaker, Manti Te'o type play.
And when you can get linebackers that can get after the quarterback, that can be a force on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down, get in the quarterback's face, make his life heck. Really nice job by the linebacker there.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Takes the easy throw in the flat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll bring it out. It's Price. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give out of the gun. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They're already down a touchdown early, and the last thing they need to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back to that offense. They'll go, converts on 4th down, and he's still going. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Lott. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
The quick out. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a man, it's Carr. Good timing on the quick out. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that 1st.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Trying to take it back. Past the 20. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field.
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here to make something happen on this side of the football.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Back to pass, it's Carr. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Hoping to move the chains, here comes Notre Dame on fourth. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Running back searching for a hole. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. That's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting it forth.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Fields. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now they're deep.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Looking downfield, it's Carr. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Notre Dame looking for this 4th down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
He's going to fire deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So that's going to do it here in the 1st half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Georgia will kick it deep to start the 2nd half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here come the Irish, back on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the 2nd half.
I agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little 2nd half running the football from out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the 2nd half so that they can win this game.
Wants to throw. It's Carr. Firing to the right, complete. All kinds of room to the right. The 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the 2nd half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The play action fake. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 30. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I like where the quarterback got, because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They'll run the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line.
Is perfectly fine with a little game, because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
There's no substitute for experience, and the QB did the right thing there. Third and short, in field goal range. Can't take a negative play, can't turn it over. Just throw it away. Now, if you want to kick a field goal, you've got that opportunity.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, and tremendous aggression there on fourth.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it's hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for him.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Quickly complete. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They're dealing with a second and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Throws to the wideout. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted to stop the threat. He'll try to take it back.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
It's third down, and they've got to get it to the 33. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an
quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Back to pass, it's Stockton. A strike downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. On the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. In this area of the field, you want to get heat on the quarterback, but that roughing the passer penalty gives up a first and goal. He's looking to throw. Tight end trying to get in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Fielded in the end zone. It's Price. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Back to throw, it's Carr. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top, fires to the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Keeps it going. He's turning it on. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit, you cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. Easy. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Lost one deep down the right side. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation. you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bow it up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Got the first down and more. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Hits the afterburners. Touchdown, Irish! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To throw, it's Stockton. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Delp. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you're more aggressive, more willing to throw the football, early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. Using his legs, it's Frazier. Slithers into space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Price. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The run from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Carr. He's going to let it go. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Zings it complete to the right. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
He wants to change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation.
There he goes! They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. To the air, it's Carr. Quarterback now on the run, still looking.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? back to pass. He's got him. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking for a man. It's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. He's got his man. No more room to run as this defense rises up on third down, and now it's fourth down from the 22. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, trying to find his man. It's on target and complete. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Power football with the run. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run, and you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker into his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino, and how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the timing just a hair off.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Branch. After the filthy move, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Defense just has to do a better job in coverage, guys. They did a great job taking away the quarterback's initial primary target, but then they left that guy completely wide open. Somebody busted on the back end.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Nowhere to go with the run. Down he goes at the 39.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Now adjusting. Fires to the wideout. Quarterback just flat. Missed it. Incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's the handoff. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
That's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the run, now to throw. Hauls it in. On the move at the 30. There he goes. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Dropping back, it's Carr. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
I know that's a negative play for the offense, but nice job by the QB trying to manage the loss on the play, understanding that every yard here at this point of the field is so critical, so good awareness trying to fight back as best he could.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Quick completion on the out.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Picked off. Gets away from one. He's got space. Touchdown, Dogs! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Price. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Fields. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Floating away. Unleashes it. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away.
He tries to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Carr. The throw to the outside is complete. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got the quick pass. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. To the air on first down. The quick out. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. And that is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. Oh, he's got some space. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. They'll run it from the gun. Powers through the defender. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Carr. They're setting up the screen. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grab near the marker, it's Fields. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air, it's Carr. The short hands, it's Fields. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fakes to grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Now they'll run the draw. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Gives it to the back on the draw. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Gets it to him on the screen. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. These 2 teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Out of the gun to give to the back. Fights off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to swing it on second down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You don't see bat downs all the time. A lot of times guys break on the football, the defensive backs, and they're trying to catch it and make a play. I like he knew where he was. He's in the end zone, not trying to give up points. Does a great job breaking on the football and swatting it to the ground.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Price. Here come the Irish back on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they get picked off. What a play to set them up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
The give as they work on that clock. He breaks a tackle. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone as he's run out of bounds at the 7.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Dogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
21.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Things have not gone the way they've planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Fields. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Lets it fly. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Dropping back, it's Carr. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Irish! Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. This Bulldog offense. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at it. They were right.
Turning it on. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just get...
He's got it! He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got... been cooking.
And obviously this offense wants to keep it up. Like, keep the pace going, get as many plays as possible, maybe eke one more out here before the 2-minute timeout.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. To the air, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw in the big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Here's a heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rides the back on the option, the give. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incomplete.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Wants to throw on first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Rolling right and going deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate, and late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Snagged out of the air. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. The option look. Now the pitch. Got enough for the first. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Georgia! Great job by the back on the option.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense.
Oh, they try to trick him. The holder wants to pass. He goes out of bounds, stopped short, and the gamble on the fake does not pay off. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
One last incompletion, and that'll do it. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams.